Hello and welcome to day number 16 of our Build Your Handstand 30-day challenge. If you just encountered this video, please go back to day number 1 to follow us from the beginning. And everybody else is gonna start a warm-up now with me here. Okay, so step the feet hip width apart and parallel. Make sure that you have space in front of you. And then reach the arms up really, really high as possible, elevating the shoulders up to the ears and drawing the front of the stomach in towards the spine. Try to push the arms up and slightly back, chin to the chest. Hold this position and try to find breath, even though your stomach is pulled in towards the spine. If you find it very hard to breathe, count to 10 out loud and hold it here and relax. One more time. Let's try to combine all the components of the handstand. Stomach pulled in, elevated shoulders, and still find breath. So bend the knees, reach up really, really tall, elevate the shoulders high up to the ears, draw the stomach in towards the spine, chin to the chest, and try to find breath. And now bring the arms down and relax everything and reach down towards the ground, walking the hands front here and then pushing yourself back up onto the feet, standing back up. And maybe you want to take just a slightly wider stance here with the legs now and reach up. And let's do this a few more times. Really reach up tall, drawing the stomach in towards the spine, and then float the hands down to the floor. One step, step, and push back, back, and stand back up. Reach up really, really, really tall, elevate the shoulders, draw the stomach in, and then bend the knees, hands float down for 1, 2, to the front and back, and reach up, and down, step, step, and then push back, back, back. Okay, great. And on the next one, we will also bring the legs in. Now reach up tall, stomach pulls in, bend the knees, float the hands down, and take a step. Step with the hands, and then also step the feet in here. Step, step, and then push back, back, and back onto the feet. Reach up really, really tall. Float down to the floor. Step, step, step the feet in, back, back. Push yourself back up on the feet in, back up. Okay, a little bit more swiftly. You know this movement already now. Make it a little bit faster. Float down to the floor. Step, step. Feet, feet. Back, back. And back up. Okay, great. On the next one, we'll stay low on the floor. Walk the hands to the front, and now just step the feet in. Feet, feet. Out, out. Feet, feet. Out, out. Keep the knees bent as much as you need them to. One more time. Step back. Okay, great. Now bring the right leg here in front of you, in between the hands, and allow the knee to sink down low towards the floor. So again, now you can either keep the hands propped up here, or you can have the hands here on the floor. I really like to create a fist here on the floor so that I can purely focus on the stretch in the hips. Okay, great. And keep pushing the hips down to the floor. And now I also really like to focus on a feeling of length by allowing the knee here to be pulled to the front so that I can then create space and length first before the hips lower down to the floor. And it's okay also to be here, but the main thing is to first create length, First, allow the knee to be pulled to the front, and then think of pushing the knees lower down to the floor. Great. Now straighten the front leg. You can again prop yourself up on blocks here. Try to straighten the front leg as much as possible. And stay here. Also, first of all, creating length, straight spine, and then a little bit closer to the floor. Okay, great. And then bring the leg back. And now the left knee is in front, in between your hands. Adjust the back leg, knee is on the floor. Now, again, first think of creating length by allowing the knee to be pulled to the front. Knee pulls to the front, and then the hips come lower to the floor. Straighten the leg, the front leg. Come, bring the hips back here, and then straighten the back, create length first, and then come a little bit closer here to the leg. Wonderful. Okay, great. Now bring the leg back and come into a 4-point position here, making sure that your elbows are straight. Spread the fingers wide and move front and back, exploring your range of maximum shoulder mobility here. Wrist mobility, exploring the range of your wrist mobility. Okay, great. And then bring the knees together, arms to the front, and open and close as fast as possible. And open and close, open and close, open and close. Faster, faster, faster. And relax. Great. Now meet me on your back for a little ab workout. Okay, and palms are facing the ceiling, and then you bring one leg up high and then the second, and then move the feet a little bit further away from your body, and then let's bring the shoulder blades off the floor here, chin to the chest. Let's hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Bring the feet down to the floor. Let's tap the ankles for 16 on day number 16. And palms face the ceiling. Bring the shoulder blades off the floor and tap the ankles for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Bring the hands back here and the shoulder blades back onto the floor. Last thing is we're going to tap the knees for 16. Take a breather. And shoulder blades come off the floor. Let's tap the knees for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Excellent. Stay here on the floor now. And let's bring the right leg up here. Look at your right knee. Make sure it is straight. Now let's point the foot as well. Point your toe off the right foot. And pull the leg towards you for 5. 1. Keeping that straightness in the knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Bring the leg down. Let's do the other side. Same thing. Make sure that your knee is straight. You can look at your knee now. Make sure that it's straight. Toes are pointed. And pull towards you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Let's do that one more time with each leg. Straight right leg. Make sure your knee is straight. You can look at it and you can make sure that it's straight. It can be here. It doesn't have to be in a 90-degree angle, but make sure that it's straight. Engage the quad to fully straighten it. Pull it towards you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Bring it down to the floor. Left leg up. Pointed toe, knee straight. Pull it towards you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Very nice. Come back up to standing. Let's just do a simple shoulder opener against the wall, and then I'm going to explain to you what comes next. So with the wall here, feet hip width apart and hands in front of you on the wall, allow the shoulders to sink down low towards the floor. Slightly elevate the shoulders, keeping a space in the joint. And breathe. And come out of the stretch. Okay, great. Very nice. So I'm going to already explain what we will do next so that you have heard all of the cues I'm going to give you in the next weeks before already. And one of the most important parts of kicking up is the swing and jump part of the kick up process, and an exercise that I call swing and jump as well. So we will do that in the next days, and this is what it's going to look like. This is what the exercise looks like. And as you can see here, I've got my shoulders aligned above the wrists, my back is round, and I'm going to swing the leg up and jump off at the same time while maintaining this position. The position in my back, really trying to plant this tree trunk of my torso before I then bring the hips up. So let's do 2 prep exercises for this. And the first one looks like this, that you're going to bring the hands here onto the floor. And all we will do is, if you just want to do this together with me now, so make sure that you are looking in between the fingers. Look at your shoulders. Are they aligned above the wrists? Now bring the left leg here behind you. The right leg is stepped right in the center into a triangle here with the hands. And you're going to bend the knee until your left toe touches the floor, and then straighten the leg. Straighten the right leg. Just this for 5. Bend and straighten the knee. Bend the knee a little bit more until the left foot touches the floor and straighten. Bend and straighten, and one more. Bend and straighten. So you can feel it's hard work for the right leg. Now step the left into the center. Bring the right leg behind you. Look at your right knee. Make sure it is straight. Look back in between the hands. Round your back. Keep the elbows very straight, and let's bend and straighten. Bend until the right foot touches the floor, and then straighten. Now see, can you bend a little bit more? Bend more and straighten. Bend and straighten. And then one more time, bend a bit more. Bend the left leg and straighten. Excellent. Okay, great. Very nice. So the next step will be that you don't just lower the leg down towards the floor, but you will also try to bring it as high as possible while keeping it straight. So you will do the exact same thing, bend, and then push the knee on the floor straight and lift the back leg as high as possible. Hands on the floor. And the right leg steps into the center. Left leg is behind you, knee is straight. Look in between your hands. Bend the knee until the left foot touches the floor. Straighten and bring the left leg high. And bend and straighten. Lift the left leg. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Fantastic. Other leg, same thing. Left foot steps in between the center. Right leg is behind you. The knee is straight. Make sure that your shoulders are above the wrists. Bend, straighten, lift the right leg. Bend until the right foot touches the floor. Straighten, lift the right leg. Bend and straighten. Bend until the right foot touches the floor and straighten and bend and straighten. Great. Fantastic. Come back up to standing. We are going to do many more exercises like this in the next days. But for now, let's come back to our elevation and to holding the mini handstand with both feet up here on the elevation. And feel free to still do this with your back against the wall. At this stage, the most important point of this practice is that you develop strength and confidence. So I'm going to do this here in the center now, but please always feel free to have the wall behind you as a backup. If you have the wall behind you, make sure you don't lean against the wall, but you just keep it as a backup. Okay, so let's try to do 3 16-second holds on day number 16. Okay, so hands on the floor, step the right leg up. The left foot joins without you having to look at the left foot. And look in between your hands, elbows are straight for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Step down 1 and 2. Wonderful. Very good. 2 more. Roll your shoulders back for 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do 2 more 16-second holds. Hands on the floor. Make sure your elbows are straight. Are the shoulders aligned above the wrists? Step up 1 leg. Join the other. Push the hips up really high for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Down onto the floor. 1, 2. Come back up to standing. Very good. Let's roll the shoulders to the front. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, great. One last one. And hands on the floor. Step up 1 leg. Join the other without looking at it. Straighten your elbows for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Step back down, down. Great. Very good. And for our cool down, we are going to do elbow circles here. Step the legs into a slightly wider position and then circle your elbow here on the right. Circle the elbow, the shoulder, leading with the elbow. So we're going to lead with the elbow here. Big circles on the right, on the... I'm mixing up everything today. With the left side and the right arm. Big circles in the shoulder. Okay, other side, same thing. Adjust the stance here, your legs, and hand on the hip. Big circles here, leading with the elbow. And leading with the elbow, bending the right leg. Okay, great. Very good. Let's do opening and closing the chest. So the hips again are hip width. The legs are hip width apart. And curve and open. The chest to the front. Curve, open. Curve, open. Curve, open. Curve. And open. Okay, great. Relax. Swing the arms front and back, crossing over in front. And swing front and back. Gently. Okay, great. And now touch the right hand here in between the shoulder blade. If you can't touch in between the shoulder blade, aim in between the shoulder blades, aim for that point. And then from here, we try to push the elbow up towards the ceiling. So I don't want you to be here like that, but I want you to reach up with the elbow towards the ceiling here, holding that position, opening up here in the shoulder. And release. Same thing on the other side. So reach in between the shoulder blades or reach towards that point. And then try to bring the head up, reaching up towards the ceiling with your elbow, because when you first try to touch here in between the shoulder blades, your elbow probably comes to the front. And now reach up, up, very high up here. Reaching up tall through your shoulder joint. And release. Very good. I'm going to leave you with this today, and I am looking forward to our first swing and jump attempt tomorrow.